Good morning. Welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. I'm Cathy, and I just wanted to catch up. So I plugged my camera into a different USB port. So is everything coming out normal or sped up or anything like that? Let me know if it sounds okay in the comments, please. Just say okay or not okay. I see you here. Somebody's here. So just say yes or okay or not okay. Well, anyway. So I wanted to give everybody an update on what's going on with me. Number one, in my family, my elder cousin died on the 2nd. I called him Buck. Led a colorful life, and then he found Christ, and that was a good thing. And anyway, so the patriarch of the cousins is gone right now. And then Stephen, my son, just messaged me yesterday, day before yesterday, that he's in Wisconsin now, and he was working at a plant called Lloyd Flanders. And they make wicker patio furniture, indoor and outdoor. And he worked in the packing department where he'd pack up the furniture and get it ready to, ship. Well, one of his coworkers tested positive for COVID. And since he worked in close proximity of them, he got tested. And my son has COVID-19 in Wisconsin. He says he lost his sense of smell and taste, but otherwise, so far, he just found out he was positive 2 days ago when he got the email. So far, otherwise, he seems to be okay. Yeah. So, his name is Stephen, so just keep his name in your prayer list or good vibe list or whatever list you have for wishing good things on folks. So, COVID-19 has come to my family, my only son. Okay, so thank you, Maria. So about Patty, as you know, her condition is called primary progressive aphasia. And I put that in the title so maybe other people that might be looking for information could, come in, chime in, whatever. Her doctor's office called and said that they're having a tough time trying to find speech therapists that take her insurance. So we're still trying to get that Medicaid waiver. I don't know where that is. Nobody's been in touch. I don't know where that is. But then I contacted the in-home aging and in-home services here in Fort Wayne. They're going to be doing some help with that and getting her meals and whatever they can do to get her meals and things of that nature. Transportation to and from appointments, and that'll be great because I can ride along and be with her and not have to burn gas. That'll be great. And then I was Googling and found the University of Texas. Sorry, I only went to bed like 5 hours ago and I'm up already. University of Texas Speech and Language Lab. And they do research for speech and language linguistics and pathology for people with aphasia. And so I read about that and made a call. They have a research program to where they can participate over the internet. They can have their speech therapy over the internet and testing and all of that. And so that is in progress. It is called the University of Texas Aphasia Lab, austin.utexas.edu. And so what they've decided to do is talk about Patty's case at their board meeting or whatever, group meeting. They're going to do an intake call, which is on speakerphone. It'll be at my house. Then they have to request medical records from all of her doctors, which I already gave them a list of all of her doctors. And then once they get all that and a copy of that MRI, they'll do a screening over the internet, which is about an hour and a half. And then the screening is like the speech language testing. So they do that over Zoom, which is way cool. And then they decide if she can be part of their research, and then that'll be free. And she gets her speech therapy, and hopefully we can keep this thing at bay. She has pretty good days. I mean, most all of her sentences are missing one or two words now, but I know what she means. People she talks to seems to understand a little bit about what she means. But when it comes to me talking to her or someone else talking to her, you have to repeat it like 2 or 3 different times in different ways, in different versions, to try to get the point across. If you write it down, she can read it and understand it. So the way this thing progresses is in time, anywhere between 2 to 9 years, they say. We don't know how long this has been progressing already, so we don't know where we're at in that first two-year thing. She won't be able to read anything. I mean, she can look at words, but she won't know what they are or understand any of it. So, anyway, we've got her moving boxes are arriving on order from U-Haul. They're coming no later than Thursday. And I've called the movers, and we're going from 4 guys down to 2, because after we look around and see things, and she can put some stuff in dresser drawers and they'll just shrink wrap it and take the whole thing. She doesn't have a lot left to pack except for what's in the kitchen. And so ordered some wardrobe boxes, like one for her clothes, one for her coats and jackets. And she has lots of different coats and jackets and sweaters and stuff. Keep that separate. And then I ordered another wardrobe box just to put her bedding in, because it's a tall box. So we can fold it up and put her bedding in there and take it all at one time. And then ordered a few large boxes, that we can stuck her towels in there. And I didn't, So her cousin in New Mexico said that she would help with the moving expenses. So that's great. But she really wants us to try to do some of the packing herself to cut down on the bill. Okay, can do that. But once I pack the box, I can't lift the box. So her other cousin wants to come and help. This is the guy that fell off the bar stool drunk on his ass and broke his hip, and he's still using a cane and just now could get back driving. He wants to come help pack and move. Well, he can't haul furniture up the steps because you can't put it in the elevator here. You can't put stuff like that in the elevator here. That elevator only holds 4 people, 5 people at max, and it's 1,200 pounds. 1,200 pounds. Well, hell, I'm 275. Patty's 220 now. I don't know how much he weighs, but I ain't going in that elevator with more than 2 people in it. But anyway, I understand he wants to help because he's helping his sister, who is the other cousin, pay half the moving bill. And so naturally, hey, let's not pay as much as we have to pay, right? But he's just going to be in the way. We're already dealing with one set of special circumstances. I don't need to have this other stuff in the mix. But I do agree that we can do some of the packing, and if not all of the packing, just leave out what she's going to need for the few days in between when we're finished, and hopefully we'll be finished packing by Sunday or the following Sunday. And she has been going through her things and donating out. There's a donation table at her community. Been donating things out, that she isn't wearing anymore, can't wear, don't wear, won't wear, and some of her books. But she don't want to let go of those books. And I don't, I understand. I do. Like I said in the previous video, I understand. But, tomorrow morning, she could wake up and not be able to read any of them or understand anything. And then they just be like $200 picture books. So we're going to have to do something about the books. Because she has more books than she has anything else in her house. I mean, that's not true. It seems that way. She has books stacked about 2 feet all the way down the wall. So that's a lot of books. But anyway, so when the boxes come on Thursday, I'm just gonna, how you can fold a box over and under to where you don't need tape on it. This is kind of going to be a loose move. So going to pack everything but 2 forks, 2 knives, 2 spoons, whatever. Pack everything else up. Spatula, whatever she uses the most in cooking. And she's going to just have to limit what she's using. And then we'll pack everything else up. And that way we only take what she needs for that last few days and have that done. Get most of it out of the way. Thing is, that big old desk in her living room. Hey, Erica, thanks. Thank you. So the big old desk is the elephant in the room at this moment, kind of in our way at this time. I wish somebody could come now and just take it the hell out of there to give us room to put the boxes. Because just like what happened at my house, I was boxing things up and then ran out of room to put the boxes. So I wish we could find a way to get that desk out of there now. But I don't know about that. So what we learned in going through things, I did get power of attorney through her bank. We do go Wednesday to an actual elder law attorney who has already talked to Patty on the phone, talked to me on the phone. I sent her the letter from the doctor saying Patty can't manage her finances or drive. And I sent her the personal assignment letter that Patty signed saying that I should be taking care of her business. And so she talked to Patty and she said, "Are you sure you want Cathy to do this?" And she said, "Cathy needs to do that." And so when she meets Patty. I guess that'll be, I've already paid for the $250 for the power of attorney. So unless she's going to get that money back, I expect the power of attorney to be ready for Patty's signature or whatever else we got to do on Wednesday. After I have that, I have more leverage. I mean, I can help her. I can supervise. For instance, I've got all access to her bank account now. And damn if she didn't go to Belmont Beverage and buy booze on the 7th after being told that first time I see that debit card used for alcohol, I was going to take away her card. Well, I can't really, I don't want to do that. Nothing's happened since. She did call me Sunday, though, and say, my heart feels like it's beating fast. All day yesterday. I said, well, that's because you went to Belmont Beverage and drank the whole bottle, didn't you? Well, why are you talking about that? I want to talk about my heart. I said, well, we can't talk about your heart until we talk about what's causing it, can we? Right, Austin? See? Right there? Hey. Austin says hi, everybody. And so I'm not going to do anything to take anything away or anything like that. But when the power of attorney happens, I am going to get the account changed to me POA for her and get a different debit card that she does not have possession of. That's the only thing I can do. If she needs to spend money, she can spend it with me. I'm going to take her to the doctor and to the store anyway, right? We'll have groceries delivered. Thing is, Patty likes having a little bit of cash in her pocket. But then she'll go to the liquor store with it. And so now, I don't know. But I have noticed myself, I get so tired, like I explained to you before, trying to talk to where she comprehends me. I have to say things 4 or 5 different ways before it locks in. And then when I talk to her sister on the phone, I have to repeat it all. And then her sister has questions. And then I have to repeat it again. And by the end of the day, I'm talked out, completely talked out. I lost my voice like 3 times last week just because I talked so much during the day. I'm not used to doing all that talking. But here I am. And then I get so tired, my words start getting messed up. My brother called me yesterday morning. I mean, from a dead sleep. I finally was getting some sleep. And he called me at 8:30 in the morning. At first, he called me on my see, this is my phone, y'all. This little thing right here. It's not a smartphone, nothing like that. It's just a little cell phone. So it was charging in the other room. So I get up from a dead sleep, going into the living room to get the phone, or coming into the office to get the phone. And then I get the phone, and then I go back to my bed because I'm going to sit on my bed to talk so I can just crash back down. And then he hangs up, and then he calls my other phone, which is a home phone. It's like a Magic Jack phone, Magic Jack VoIP phone, where I can talk all the time I want to without worrying about minutes. Because I had to pay for extra minutes for my free phone. I went over 1,000 minutes last month, and I had to pay for extra time. And I had to pay for 500 minutes extra time. So I go there and I pick up that phone and I see it's him calling. I said, well, hello. You've made me run from a dead sleep to one room for one phone and now to another room to another phone. What's up? And he didn't understand what I was saying. He said, what? I said, I just woke up. What's up? And he was responding to me telling him about Stephen having COVID and wanted to know, what was that like? And I said, well, I don't know. At that particular point, he had only sent me a Facebook message telling me that he just got notified that he was positive for COVID-19, and that to pray for him, and he loved me. So I said, at that point, I said, that's all I know. But he said my words were garbled, and I know they were. I know they were. But damn, I just came out of sleep, so I'm going to contact my doctor this week because I had to put off my physical. My physical was scheduled for the day Patty went in the hospital, so I couldn't do that, right? Or the week after, because things were so hectic I couldn't go. So I have to reschedule my physical, and I'm thinking about making an appointment with her prior to that to talk about how I get jumbled up, and is it just fatigue or stress, or do I have a problem? Because wouldn't that be unusual if both of us had the same problem, hers being more advanced than mine at this particular point? I don't know. I just don't want to get checked out because I don't want to be nobody's power of attorney unless I know I'm not affected too. You know what I mean? I just want to make sure everything's copacetic. But I have been really exhausted and really tired. And, this phone call, that phone call, this cousin, that cousin, and now Eric wants to get in the mix, and Patty doesn't want Eric anywhere near her stuff. They argue so much. He agitates her, and he's walking around on a cane and can't really, it's still going to be, hey, Cathy, can you hand me this? Or get off your damn ass and get it yourself. And if you can't, leave. That's how I'm feeling about it right now, because we have got stuff to do, and I can't babysit you. I can't. I can't. I have enough on my plate right now, and I say it with love, but don't put more on me just because you want to be involved and save some money. Fine, I'll help do some packing, light packing. Okay. But don't come in the mix. Don't come in the apartment, in the mix, get in the way, because that's not helping me. That's not helping me. It's not helping her. So, do you know what I mean? Nobody's typing anything. I'm venting. So, got her bank statement here. Or not statement. I'm doing a checking account spreadsheet, like a checkbook register, electronic checkbook register. Keep track of what she's doing and how much she's spending. But since the alcohol thing, she hadn't spent anything. So, hold on. Hold on there. Alexa, cancel alarm. That was my alarm telling me to get up. Been up. Hello, Boston. It's wrong. There. So, her medicines were constipating her. She called me and said that she had a really rough go, was in tears on the toilet, and, her poop test, we finally got that done. It came back okay. Her artery test came back okay. And I don't remember if I told you or not, but we went to her Dr. Dreschner's appointment, and he acted like he didn't even know why the hell she was there. He was talking about everything. Well, this and this, and your injection fraction is like 35% now. And I'm like, we're here today because you ordered a carotid artery scan for her 2 days ago. Now, the reason we're here is to talk about that. Oh, he says. And then he goes and has to look it up. And he didn't even know why she was there. He just knew she was there. And I asked him, I said, she was in your office on Friday. Did you not notice the speech thing? Well, I deal with the heart. I don't deal with anything else. I said, she's been your patient for 5 years now. And he looks on her chart. He goes, oh, I see 2018. I'm like, no, she's been your patient since 2015. Since the radiation for her breast cancer caused heart problems, Dr. Choi sent her to you then. So it sounded like me, he needed a damn MRI. You know what I mean? He didn't even know why the hell she was there.